rising, when the east becomes the west, will come the sound of an army rising, when God's people turn and pray, and abandon our obsession.
Okay, so I know it's been a really long time since I've given you guys an update on what I've been doing. So this is a song called New Day Dawning. There's a bit of a story behind it, as there normally is with my songs. So this song here, I wrote probably when I was back in college, but the first verse came to me when I was still in high school. It was just after September 9/11. I still remember it quite clearly. We were sitting in, I think it was an English class, and we walked in, the TV was on, and we just sat down and watched the news, and our teacher, Mrs. Collier, let us just sit and watch it. And it was unbelievable what we were seeing, these mind-blowing scenes were playing on the TV, and I'm sure the rest of the world was feeling exactly the same way. So what we ended up doing was just, chatting and praying, and in those moments I just felt like I heard a distinct voice saying, this is the beginning of the end. And back then I was terrified because I thought that this is going to be like 2 or 3 days and boom, Jesus is coming back. And I was definitely not ready, all of 17 years old, I think it was, or 17 years old. Definitely not ready for Jesus to come back. So then at college, in the band that we were playing in, I was inspired again to write more and more music. And then I had a dream, and in this dream I was at my grandmother's house, and I was on the veranda and I was facing east. I know because of where the sun sets, so I know which direction I was facing, and it's a very flat horizon there, and I remember seeing from miles away the cloud, there was just clouds, and I just remember it was almost like dust behind this huge army of horses. And I just remember there was a man riding this horse towards us, but out of the sky. And at the same time, there was this massive fire that just started blazing across the earth. And this fire burnt up everything in its path, except for those that Jesus had come to save. Well, not come to save, except for those that Jesus had come to take home. And the fire burnt a perfect square around the people that were going home with Jesus. So this wall of fire was coming across, and as it came to a believer, it just went around them, and then the fire closed in behind them and kept on going. Honestly, people, Jesus is coming back. And if you don't believe that we're living in the end times, you need to watch what's just being played around on social media and on the news with a critical mind, and have your Bible open and just read the things that Jesus has told us about, and look at the things that are happening around us. And I don't know if it's going to be weeks, months, years, decades, I've got no idea, but this world is in turmoil, and in a way I'm a bit apprehensive, but in a way I'm so excited, that this world will come to an end, and we're going to be going home to Jesus, to eternity. So when you hear the song, I'd love to know what you think about it. It was one of the songs that took me a bit by surprise, because I didn't even imagine writing about the end of the world. But that song